My God.
And he gets a 2, so he
We're
gets the
seeing
wheat he needs.
we're actually seeing it live right here.
We're seeing it live, not on call, but we know. So
Wow.
look at that. We'll see if anyone gives him this trade. I would hope not, because I think he can road settle with this.
Oh,
Um,
really? You think he has it?
maybe. Maybe not, because now he's offering a 2-for-1. So maybe just he probably just wants to build a road right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't think the eights have rolled, right?
True. Well, he starts off with. Actually, no. This is his first placement. Never mind. You're
Yeah,
right.
I
It
feel like
has not
eights
rolled.
has yeah, eights had just not rolled.
That's tough. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes the sixes and eights don't roll a lot. Like
Mhm.
the nines and fives. Those are the ones rolling.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just happens.
Yeah.
Sucks, but it happens.
How have these players done so far in the league? Do we know that?
I'll take a look.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Brian's thinking. He's this table
Takes his
talk,
time.
man. Yeah, man. The table talk is real in this game.
Okay, so Sanjana won her first game. Look at
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
That's
Sandra's
really
in
good for her.
in the green division with me and you actually. So we
Oh,
know
another
that.
stacked division.
Yeah, yeah. That so just to tell the viewers, so we basically have four divisions, and the green division is like by far the best. After the first game, it's like doubling every other division's total score, which is like so ridiculous. And Surya and I are both in that division, so of course we are, right? But Sanjana's in that, so she won her first game, which is believable. So yeah,
She
I
got
mean she is good.
oh, she was in the game. You know the game with like that EMEA one with the 10 9 9 9 9.
Oh yeah.
She got third with 9. She was in that game.
Wow. Okay, so she's like really
She's been
good
doing
then.
pretty good so far.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, yeah. That's insane actually. Wow.
I think Ethan had a tough game two,
Hmm.
but he won his first game. So we got two winners here so far.
And
They
Brian
both
definitely
won a
won a
game.
game. Brian definitely won
I
a
think
game.
Brian also won a game. So I think everyone here has won a game so
Mm-hmm.
far. So got some formidable opponents.
Yeah.
Everyone's pretty good.
Yeah. That's always good to have. Oh man. Okay, the stakes have been raised a little bit, knowing that they're all like super good.
Okay, so we see four get rolled. That's pretty good. Put
Mm-hmm.
some brick on the board as well as ore.
Mm-hmm.
Important ore for Brian and the bot.
Sanjana wants ore
And she wants some of that ore.
for the wood. So yeah, fair
Ooh,
enough.
Brian might do this, or Ethan too. Actually, he get
I don't
because the
know.
8 hasn't been rolling.
I'm not sure why she does that because
Maybe
like
she can city.
she can't. There's no way. She
Oh,
has
she
no
can.
wheat
Okay,
production. There's no way. I mean, she might. I don't know, but there's no way she doesn't have the ore production or the
she
wheat production.
decides to hold, and the bot rolls a 7.
Brian, Brian gets hit.
Oh no, that's tough for Brian. Yeah, he got
Yeah,
to discard 4.
he probably had like settling resources there.
All right, so bot steals from.
Hmm.
Wow, the bot is the first city
Wow.
on a strong spot too.
Yeah,
Look at
no,
that.
or we cheap, dude. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be a scary game. And Brian's table talk could end up like holding true, honestly. Maybe the bot
Yeah,
is the real
I
enemy.
mean, Brian is a great table talker, but the bot definitely is in a strong start right here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
For
I don't
sure.
blame the other players for wanting to stop the bot.
Yeah, not
Okay, so that
anymore.
9 was just
Yeah.
blocked. So that was important for Sunshine and Brian
Mhm.
because they both need to try and build supports or other spots, and
Mhm.
that's so an 8 finally rolls. Okay, okay. We see Brian get that brick that he was looking for before.
Yep. It's a relatively slow game. I'm kind of surprised because there's so much wood and
Yeah,
brick on this board. No one's built a road yet.
a lot of robbers have been rolling.
Yeah, that's definitely true. But still, I feel
Actually,
like.
in my game, like the one yesterday I was talking to
Mhm.
you about,
Mhm.
the highest number, like an 8 was rolled like 17 times. The robbers rolled like 18 times, and they by far like were like way more than the other numbers. So
Yeah.
maybe this game could be like that.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
robber gets rolled a lot. It's
Maybe,
happened a
yeah.
few times.
Yeah.
This could
Yeah.
be one of those games. See, Ethan is thinking right now. See what he decides to do. What do you think he should do if you're orange?
My plan if I'm orange is it's tough. I feel like I don't want to
I would
waste
think
my
three
road.
one port.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I wouldn't.
Okay,
So I
that's a pretty good spot.
it's well, I don't know if it is, but like you can't waste roads, right? Like it feels bad if you waste a
Yeah,
road. But like, what is the 11-3 gonna do? At the end of the day, it
I feel like it'll still
diversifies,
be
but
a good settlement.
I mean, yeah, he can definitely go for road because he'll be able to connect, but we'll see. I mean, he definitely has options, but the lack of ore production is scary because he doesn't have a port and he's not getting there anytime soon. So he'll hit a wall at some point.
You're right, and that's a thing I was telling you, right? Like something like adage I heard online, like
Yeah.
no or equals 7 point score, and it's
Mm-hmm.
true. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard to city and buy dev cards like late game stuff if you don't have
And
or.
I mean, the other thing is like if you're not gonna go for ore, that's fine. You can make it up, but you need ports. Like you have to have ports, and you need high production on your settlements, right? If you don't have high production on your settlements, you can't
Hmm.
keep up with the production of the cities that are building up around you. And in this
Right.
case, the 11-3 desert is not a high production spot. So
Yeah, it's not a priority.
it's not necessarily something that I would go for. I would honestly just like say screw it and go
Start
for
for the
the
3-1 port.
yeah, just go for the 3-1 port. Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
Because there's not really any
Also,
point to anything
speaking
else.
of production, I think this is two has rolled for Brian more times than the eight so
Really?
far.
Oh yeah, that's
It's his
true.
third two.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, and it's a good resource too. Wheat.
Yeah, it is a good resource.
Okay, so Brian does create a trade with
Finally.
Ethan.
Okay, so finally a
Gets a
road
wood
and a settle.
a settlement. Yeah,
So this is really
road
strong
settlement,
now. He has the ore production and the wheat
and
production.
it immediately, immediately they get good stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing you got to think about, right? Ideally, you should try to make trades that benefit you.
Mm-hmm.
Same way with Brian, right? It's just a simple wheat
Mm-hmm.
for a wood. But if I'm Ethan, I hope that wood was necessary
Mm-hmm.
because he just gave Brian a settlement,
Yeah.
road settlement too. So you'd want to make trades that benefit. Like in some games, uh,
Yeah.
some player might be offering like a really good deal, rare resource that you're not getting,
Mm-hmm.
but what you give to them may help them like city and possibly win or
Mm-hmm.
like get in a great spot. And
Mm-hmm.
you have to turn it down,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if Ethan can make use of that trade. But
Yeah.
it helped Brian a lot. That was a
A
great spot for
ton. A
Brian.
ton. A ton. Early settlements are really good. And especially that spot is
Hmm.
really good.
Strong wheat. If the twos keep hitting, as they have been,
It could be one of those games. It could be one of
could be
those
one of those
games.
games, the 12 twos.
Yeah. Brian just texts me. Everyone is so nice. It's the friendliest game of Catan I've ever played. Which means the table talk is real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't mean they're just listening to him because Brian's a nice guy. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's nice to play friendly games.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a chill vibe for sure.
I started to kind of adopt that
Hmm.
this tournament,
Hmm.
like the previous tournaments. I was kind of like really nervous, like to play well, and I think I did okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I ever did terrible, but like now I've just kind of like I'm confident in myself. If I play well game, like it'll happen. If not, it
Well,
doesn't.
yeah.
It's
When
just have fun with it. Be chill about it.
even for me, like once I got the top 12, I think it was top 12. It was like whoever got the buys for the first round, last year. Once I got that, I was like, I'm chilling. Like this year, it's like so chill. Whatever happens, happens. Like no pressure at all.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. Like I'll do my best. Like I know how to play.
hmm
But it is what it is. It's just a game. We're just
yeah,
having
it's
fun.
just a game for sure.
All right, so this Robert still hasn't been moved yet.
Hmm.
16 seconds.
I mean, the easy spot
Where
is
would
the
you put
six
it?
wheat.
The six?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I definitely think so. And if Brian is playing a strong or wait cheap, he can keep pumping out knights, right? Like he can keep buying
yeah,
dev cards to
for
put it right
sure.
there.
For
Stop
sure.
his competition.
For sure. And another,
And if he
yeah.
keeps getting wheat from the 2, he'll be sad. I think the
Yeah.
2 is rolled more than the 10.
Yeah, I can't believe this, honestly. Yeah.
Let's see. Still from the bot,
Mm-hmm.
Brian thinks. All right, that's nice. 9 is rolled.
Mm-hmm. Everyone gets stuff. Sanjana's getting a lot of wood, but she's running into the problem of not having any other resource.
Right. Which is
Because,
why, like you said, she should have built the wood port like first.
yeah, I mean, for sure. I think also she suffers from sharing spots on that six wheat. So that's the easy
Right.
target when Brian rolls a 7. That said, Brian has rolled a 7 a lot this game. So,
Oh yeah.
you know,
But the thing is that confuses me. She's still looking for ore like 3 turns in a row. I don't know what she's trying to do.
yeah, I'm not
Like
sure
ore is
either.
definitely useful, and it's rare for
I would
her.
go for
But
sheep, if anything, because that's
yeah, because if
settling
she can
stuff.
build to the wood port, she can port for ore.
Yeah, but she's not trying to build to the wood port. She's trying to build to the well, what is she trying to build to? The 911?
I personally disagree, but I see it. Yeah. Like I mean,
No, I
if
wouldn't
it was
go
me, I
there.
would.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't go there, but I think that's where she's trying to build because she built that road on the 10-9. I think
Right.
that's where she built it. I don't think she built it down to the port. I think she built down to the port first and then built another road on the 10-9.
Right.
She's trying to go to the 911, which like I wouldn't do. Like I would go for the wood port.
Same. Yeah. I
But
think we're kind of on the same
yeah,
page there.
but I'm just saying like that's probably her plan is to go for the 911 because I don't know where else she would go. You know?
Right. 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 Which is weird though, because she's asking for ore. So I wonder what her plan is.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. And another robber's rolled. So maybe you're right. It's just one of those games,
Yeah, it definitely is. And
which makes for a slow game.
this is weird. I, f- I feel like I go 6 ore.
I think so too, because you stop both the bot and Brian, who are both winning right now with 3
And it's not
points.
like Brian's placing on them too, so I can't imagine the agreement is to only place on the bot spots. I think the agreement is to steal from the bot if you.
Right.
So I'm not sure why he wouldn't go for Brian there too.
Yeah, and it's totally fine to be cordial sometimes. Like the game I was playing yesterday against Harry, right? He's a good player. And, there are times where we both had to put it on each other's spots, and it was understandable, but we were like, if you don't steal from me, I won't steal from you next time. Like, so you can totally do that. Like, there's honor in the game, too. Okay, so Ethan's looking for a brick.
Yeah, which he's trying to settle, I assume.
Right. And yeah, that spot would, it's interesting. If he does get that brick and settle, Sanjana can't settle on the
Yeah,
911,
yeah, yeah.
which kind of wasted a road if he gets. And Sanjana, okay, she gave him something. Is that enough?
Okay.
I don't think so, because he doesn't have a brick.
Yeah. What is this trade?
Maybe a def card,
Maybe I wouldn't go for
but he
that
doesn't
part
get
though.
ore.
He doesn't get ore.
Unless he
Yeah.
traded for it before.
No, I don't think he did. Huh. Yeah, he just passes. That was
This
very
game
strange.
confuses me.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Another robber.
Another rob.
This game is so
This
confusing.
game is insane. What the heck?
I kind of wish Hunter was here, just to, I want to hear his ideas for what's going on.
Oh man, yeah. What the heck?
Okay, so Sanjana puts it on the 6 ore, which is a good spot.
Yeah, that's
but,
the spot. That's
helps
the
the
spot.
other two catch up.
Yeah,
That's definitely the spot you want to block.
and they have to see Brian as the clear favorite. Or
Yeah, but
I
both
mean,
him and the bot definitely.
the bot is definitely up there because Ori Cheap is so scary. But I think Brian's still like ahead.
Both of them, I think.
Yeah.
I like his spots better. Yeah, agreed. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if since Brian built there, we'll see if he wants to get to the ore port, or
Yeah.
or do 3-1 or do
Which one
something
did you
else.
go for? 3 for 1 or ore for it?
I guess it depends on what's been rolling a lot. I'd probably go 3-1 first because he already has the settlement down.
Yeah.
But if he hadn't put it down, I might have just tried for one more road and then ore port.
Yeah, I would go for the 3 for 1. One because he already has a road there, so he doesn't want to waste it. and also
Right.
because it's a 3 for 1, so that's always good. And the last thing is because if you roll a 10, that's 2 wheat, which is halfway to a city. And that's like a really
True.
good number to have, right? Like two wheat is great.
Agreed. Oh my god, another robber.
Wow.
So we see it before an 8 was rolled, which, doesn't roll a lot, but maybe it's happening now.
Yeah, and Brian gets that.
Brian moves it to the 9, so targeting the bot,
Yeah,
which makes
so
makes sense for, you know, being nice.
yeah, I I think he's trying to set the precedent for that 9 sheep with that movement.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see.
And
Maybe he was
the
also looking
argument
for.
the argument for that I imagine he would say if he was to be here now is that the bot can get all the cities they want, but they can't get dev cards, and dev cards are eventually
Mhm.
what will win you the game. So maybe that's the strat.
Also true. Yeah. Yeah, maybe like you said, he said that it's a very friendly game, right? So maybe he
Hmm.
feels a little bad because the other two players are a little behind, at least right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
So, make some build some trust,
for sure, for sure.
that sort of thing. So without blocking the 6, let them catch up a little bit.
Hmm.
Make some friends.
Hmm.
Maybe they'll be nice to him later with some trades.
Yeah,
You don't know.
yeah, for sure.
You never know.
It's a very slow start to the game, and that's mainly because of all the robbers and stuff. So
Yeah,
hopefully
we're
we'll.
like 30 minutes in, I think, and maybe 30, maybe like 20 minutes at least, and it's still a 2-2-3-3 score.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see a trade. Brian offers a
Okay.
wheat for a
So
wood.
he's gonna build a road, yeah,
Yep.
because he had a brick before from the 8.
And that was a big roll
It's a
for
huge
the
roll for the
bot,
bot.
especially.
Yeah. What the heck?
Yeah, so we see what happens. Same thing I was saying before, right? Ethan so decides to accept the trade.
Hmm.
Let's hope it pays off for him, because 8 he just got a wood before.
Hmm.
Now he has 2, so unless he needs that, he probably does.
Yeah. Yeah. There it is.
So he
That
still
that
has
makes
one
a
more
lot of
wood in
sense.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. 4 for 1.
I
Okay,
mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I think 4 points are fine if you're gonna settle, because you're not gonna do anything
right,
else with it.
right. So Sanjana uses the knight. That's smart. She's probably gonna move back to the 6.
Wait, but why use the knight? Also,
I don't know.
I use knights defensively, right? So like, if it's on my spot, then I would use the knight because eventually we'll be back
Yeah,
on her spot, and she'll need that knight, and she won't have it.
right. Especially because it's not heavy with the army race right now,
Hmm.
so there's no need.
Yeah.
Unless she's really wants like she's fishing for a resource. It might be an aggressive knight, like she needs something
That makes
to do a
sense.
big turn.
That definitely makes sense.
And since Ethan built on the 11-3, she can't go for the 9-11 anymore. So
Yeah, she's in a tough
that road
spot.
is wasted. Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, if anything, maybe now she goes to the wood port. I think her hesitance with the wood port is the lack of production, the 11 and 12. Fair enough, but I think the wood port is like really good for her, and I think
I
that by itself
agree.
is like enough.
Yeah, I agree. And then maybe she could go wheat port after that because she's on a 6 wheat, which has been
Hmm.
so far
Which gets her extra wood production as well, so that's always a good spot. She definitely has options. Like she could even go for the 4-11-3,
4.
because that
Hmm.
matches the brick with the wood, and so she can build roads and maybe go for longest road or something like that. She has options.
That is true.
Okay, so she built a road
We see her. Okay, go for the port
and dev card. Okay, fair enough.
and
So
buy
she
dev
she didn't
card.
have it,
So
so
definitely a good turn for
yeah,
her.
that's good.
Oh man, I think the bot. If the bot didn't lose an order to Sanjana before. Okay,
Yeah,
so buys a def card. I was gonna say close to a city.
yeah, super close. One ore away, I think, or maybe two.
I think
I
I'm
don't know.
tracking this. Okay, so this is a fourth 2 that has been rolled,
And that's
and the
two
first
wheat
time.
off of that this time.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like, especially on like a tile that you weren't counting on. Like,
Hmm.
it's not your main one.
Hmm.
To get 2 wheats from that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I see Brian he's probably trying to settle. Never
Oh,
mind.
hey, where did
It's a
he get the
city.
ore? He rolled fours? Oh, he rolled sixes, I guess. Yeah, he rolled a bunch of, there's a bunch of sixes, I remember. Because there are two
Right.
sixes
There's at
from the
least one or
bot,
two.
right? So, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that means he's a power player now. It's,
That's strong.
yeah,
That's
it's
good
very
for him.
strong.
Yeah, I definitely think he upgraded the correct spot. It's this and another two, the fifth two.
Oh, man.
Ah, that's he's got crazy luck right now on his
Yeah,
side.
yeah. Yeah, that's insane. But he's taking full advantage of it, so credit to him.
Oh yeah.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
he's a great player. He's doing well. Let's see. So Ethan is looking for a brick. I think he's been looking at that for a little bit. Let's see
It's
if anyone
it's it's
wants to
interesting
trade him.
because he just hasn't rolled a four. Like that's just really unlucky. And
Hmm.
meanwhile, like Brian's rolling twos for wheat.
So now Brian has some brick.
Hmm.
So maybe they talked about a future deal. Maybe
Yeah, maybe for sure.
Sanjana uses a knight. Um, I don't know what she's looking for. She'd probably want to settle, but she doesn't have enough to do it yet.
I think she's just trying to go for largest army, and probably doesn't.
Which is smart. It is. It doesn't look like her setup would get her army because she doesn't have any sheep or work,
Yeah, it's very
really.
strange.
But she's currently the leader for her largest army.
Okay, so she
Um,
finally hit Brian.
she does hit Brian on a
If
brick.
Yeah, if I'm gonna hit Brian, I'm gonna hit him on the 10 beat. Actually.
I think what she wanted to do was stop him from settling, so stop the brick. But an eight just rolled,
Yeah, he
so
has
he
two
doesn't
brick.
need brick right now. Yeah, he has two. Well, okay, you know what? Never mind.
I mean,
It
still,
was
your
a good
point.
block.
Your point still stands. Your point still stands because he
The
doesn't need
point still
eight.
stands.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, maybe not.
Maybe she was. Hey, she probably saw something that we didn't. Three eights in a row, and that helps Ethan a lot because now he's got three woods at least.
Yeah.
So it's good for him. It helps him catch up a little
Hmm.
bit.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see if he's able to capitalize.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely tough for Brian. You know, missing out on six or four brick he just missed out on,
Yeah.
but he still has enough. I think that he for what he needs right
Hmm.
now
Well,
to settle.
he doesn't because he's trying to get wood, which is interesting. Like nines
Right.
haven't
He
rolled
could
for
have four
him.
for one
He could have four for
if
one.
he.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And this is, I think, the first time in a while that no robbers have rolled in
Hmm.
in a full turn.
Hmm. Yeah.
So let's see what he does here. I'm sure Brian is talking to them, probably thinking of a trade.
Hmm.
He's got seven cards, so he's got to do something.
I mean, yeah, he needs that wood. I think he maybe even going for a future trade. Like, I'll do this trade for me, and in the future, I'll give you like whatever resource you want, or something like that.
Hmm.
Okay,
So he's a little desperate
he
here.
re-offered it, which means I feel like it must.
I hope no one takes that trade if they know
I
it's
feel
better
like if
for him.
he
So this is one
re-offered
of
the
the
same
situations.
trade, he's gonna get it. I think.
Maybe this is one of the situations where he's real desperate. It seems for that wood.
Hmm.
The other players have to see that two wheat is really good for them. But if he settles there,
Hmm.
he'll be on 5 points, three settlements in the
Hmm.
city. Like it's not worth the two wheat
And the port and the port.
and the port.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a really good spot for him. And so no one
Okay.
takes it as
Yeah.
expected. Another, so three eights in a. Okay,
Man,
you know what? I think Sanjana knows what she was doing here.
he can see the future. That's three.
She
That's
saw
actually
the
three.
future.
The three. It's right after she placed it. All right. That was
Yeah.
back to back to back.
Yeah, so an eight rolled on her turn. She placed it, and then three eights since then.
Oh my
Which
god.
probably stopped Brian from getting that settlement because he could have four for
Yeah.
one before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she did good. She did something.
For sure. For sure.
So now Ethan. Okay, so they probably decided We'll do it
They'll
on
do.
my turn.
Okay. So now Brian can settle. Hopefully, he doesn't get over 7 and then like roll robber or something.
Yeah, I mean for the other players' sake, they probably hope that, but he probably has what he wants, not to settle.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in a good spot, I think.
All right, it's an expensive brick for Ethan, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It happens. See what he does with it.
I think also like Ethan's was probably thinking like if I don't um well, yeah, I don't know actually. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. I guess he has to do what he has to do, but I'm not sure what that production gets him without the port. The port is really key, I think.
Right. I think he should go for the 3-1 port. That's worth the one more road.
Yeah, I doubt he will though.
Think so?
I mean, I don't know.
A10 is really good, but he
It's
doesn't
I mean, it's hard to
need
guess
more
what
wood.
people's motivations would be, but I would predict that he'll just go just straight up settle on the 10 8 10.
Right.
Although I agree, like I would go for the 3 for 1.
We see Sanjana offering a brick for wood and wheat, or sheep, which is probably what she needs to settle. I don't think anyone's going to give it to her
I doubt it too.
unless they agreed to it.
Ooh.
Maybe, okay, so
'Cause
Ethan does need a brick, so
Ethan's just scarred because he knows he won't roll 4s in this game. So
true. Oh man, okay, so 6. Every time a 6 rolls, it's always big for the or we cheap players, which
yeah,
is
super
Brian and the
big.
bot.
Yeah, super big.
And a 5, so
Oh
also
man.
big. So now I think now the rolls are starting to hit.
So yeah, 11 cards for Brian. It's a big turn. He'll settle for sure. Um,
Yeah,
he
he
will
absolutely can settle.
buy at least one dev card, if not city. I don't think he'll city. I feel like he doesn't have the
So
wheat.
now he's on the port, so he can use the port now immediately.
That's
He might
true.
be able to 3 for 1 like
No, he
sheep.
can't. He's trying to city, right? That's a city trade right there.
Yeah, I hope the other players, they shouldn't give it to him. That's a strong turn from him
Yeah.
if they let him not city.
What he's gonna do is get the ore, and
Yeah,
then
if he
3 for
doesn't get
1
this, he might.
for the other resource, probably a wheat.
Yeah, see, I think he has 2 ore,
Ethan has
3
2 ore.
sheep, and 2 wheat, maybe. Maybe. I haven't been counting, but I think that's what
Now
it
he's
is.
probably going for dev cards or something. 2 dev cards.
Yeah, if he doesn't get the trade, I imagine he buys at least 1 dev card. So maybe not 3 sheep, sorry, I meant 2 sheep. So he does get the
He
trade with the
traded with the
bot.
bot. Great, amazing. Yeah, 2
Dev
dev
card.
cards. Yeah, that's the strat there. That's
Yeah, and good, because 6 rolled again, so
oh my
he got his
god.
ore back.
Yeah.
Bot though, I can see the bot buying another city soon.
Yeah. This is definitely I think we're past the mid part of the game, honestly, with all of
Maybe.
this. I think
Even
we
though
have
the point totals are not
the
that
point
high.
totals aren't there, but I think the production is really going up, and we see another settlement. Okay, so things are
Yeah,
getting
Ethan
going
does
now.
build there.
Yeah.
Personally, I would have waited to build on the 3-1
Yeah,
port.
yeah. I would have waited too. I think he's just looking for maximum production. In his
Yeah.
ideal world, he'll be able to get to the 3 for 1 port and have the 10 wood spot as well, and that's worth it.
Right. He's got to build 2 more roads in the settlement now to
Yeah.
get there.
I think I don't know exactly like how much experience Ethan and Sunshine have, but what I tend to see with a lot of like new players is they undervalue the ports, and ports are like essential for like winning games for the most part.
I don't know if I've ever won a game without a port.
Yeah, I can't think of. I
Especially
can't think of
against
one.
players, like good players in the league. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw
It's really hard.
my first featured game, like when you and Hunter were commentating. I didn't have
But did
any
you not
ore
have a port?
production, but I had two. I had the sheep port and the wheat port, and that's the only
Yeah.
way. Like, of course, like you could argue, like I was pretty lucky, but like at the same time, like I without those ports, I don't win for sure. Like, there's no chance.
Absolutely.
So ports are super super useful, and they can absolutely win you a game.
And we see Brian play a knight, which is part of his orbit sheep strategy.
Mm-hmm.
He's now in two knights
Mm-hmm.
and a 10 rolled. which he got 3 wheat, so he's looking strong.
Yeah, he also bought a dev card, so the
On a def card. So he
momentum
could
is
have another
behind him.
knight. Probably has one more knight.
He probably does, and he'll get largest army and lock it down.
Yeah, because Sanjana doesn't really, unless 12s roll or more woods, she doesn't really have the production.
Right.
It's actually surprising she got 2 knights already.
Yeah.
Which for her probably weren't the dev cards she needed.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Monopoly or road building would help her more. We don't know.
And we see now, of course, like it's on the 6 wheat, and if I'm Sanjana, like those knights would have been super handy, you know.
Yeah, definitely like the one that she played before when you were you were questioning it. That would have been nice to use now. But you know, sevens roll a lot.
Oh my god, yeah, like yeah, especially in this game.
Oh yeah, and she's on 8 cards, so if it doesn't punish her next time, maybe she can do something big. We'll hope. Let's hope.
And Ethan honestly is at 4. He's done. I mean, say what you will, but like Ethan has done pretty well to keep himself in the game. So credit to him.
I know. Yeah, he's built 4 settlements. You know, he might start to look to connect. If I was him, I would try to port first, but you know, maybe since he's a newer player, he might want to connect, like we were talking about, which is good. You know, no one's locked up road just yet, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's still his turn, so he's looking for a brick. Yeah, that 4 brick has not been doing him any favors, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And 4 is not a bad number either. It just hasn't been rolling. Seven. Unfortunately,
Another 7, and
Sanjana
that
has
hits
to give
Sanjana.
up 4.
That
That's
sucks.
tough.
That's really tough.
I definitely think if you're Sanjana, you got to put on the 10 wheat.
Yeah. That's
Stops the bot and Brian.
That's probably the spot. Yeah, that's
Probably
the spot.
steal from the bot, maybe,
No,
because they have more cards.
Yeah.
But
I
Brian
mean,
also, he could be on 7, right, with the hidden knight, so
yeah, I mean, I
don't
steal
know.
from Brian here because
He's
like,
definitely the threat right now.
yeah, like he's the clear threat, and also like having less cards doesn't mean you have worse resources, right? Like not necessarily.
hmm That's unfortunate for Sanjana, though. She had to give up a bunch of useful cards, useful wheats. So she steals from the bot, man. Interesting. Personally, I can't help but think that's some table talk right there.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on in this game, to be
I don't
honest.
agree with that.
But
Knight, like, you know, at worst, you put on the 10 wheat. You still, you know, you
yeah,
could block both of the strong 2 players, red
yeah,
and blue.
yeah. I mean, that's the clear replacement. I think they just. The thing is, she put on the 8 brick before, so I don't know like what's going on exactly. I would give anything to know what's happening in that game. Like in terms of
I
table
know, I
talk.
wish we could just listen.
Yeah, but it's just like not consistent, so I'm like confused by that. That's the only thing.
Right, right.
Okay, so she
She
wants.
does want brick for 2 sheep.
So she's going for death cards again, I guess. Because what does
Yeah,
two
so she
sheep get
can't
you?
she can't settle right now, like with her roads stuff. So she's got to buy 2 sheep would be dev cards.
What?
She did discard a sheep and 3
Wait, but
wheat.
now she's asking for an even worse trade. Unless that means that 2 people accepted the trade and she's trying to get more. I don't know. I don't know what that term
She
was.
did offer after that a brick for 3 sheep. So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I'm
know.
saying. She upped the price, which is odd, and then she just didn't do a trade with anyone.
Oh, so this is big. So 2 bricks on the board and 2 woods for Ryan and Ethan, and now a 6, the coveted 6. The ores and the wheat. So that helps the bot a lot. Coordinated 6s.
Well, you would think, but there's no cities that you know that
Bot's
they
got to
can
build
build.
the settlements now. They city a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Gotta
And
buy dev
they,
cards
they
too.
they can't build cities. Which is interesting because like 10 cards and you just pass, like you don't do anything, which is very interesting to me.
Right. It's interesting that Ethan is trading with Brian here.
Yeah.
Um, he must be really desperate, which I get, but you got to realize that Brian is like really far ahead right
Hmm.
now.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
There
And
goes the 10. That's what happens when you don't block 10.
yeah, that's it. And I think he's going for that ore port too, which is great. I don't even think
That's
it's
good for him.
necessary, honestly, because like you're trying to city up at this point, but
He might
whatever.
just want it for the
He
settlement
might just
spot.
want for the sell on the spot. Yeah, exactly, and the extra ore
Yeah.
production.
And then
So
whenever the 6 hits,
yeah,
he could city one of them. Probably the 6 too, because his twos
the
have been
twos have
rolling a
been
lot.
rolling. Yeah,
Um, Man. So yeah, so for Brian, if he has a knight in hand, which he probably does, he has no pressure to play it until Sanjana buys a dev card at least. So he has some time if he does have a knight in hand. He'd be putting him at 7. So if he cities 3 more times, he wins. Or if he has a victory point in hand, it's 2 more
yeah,
cities and he's done, I think.
yeah, yeah. He's holding on to that knight because he knows that no one else can challenge him for largest army, so he's going to save it and
Right,
surprise.
and there's no point, if you're Brian, you got to hold that. There's no reason to.
And it's literally not even on his spot. Like, there's no reason. So
And no one, and they're accepting trades with him too, like as of recently. So he doesn't seem like a threat to the other
yeah,
players.
right. I think he's at 8. I think I would put him at 8.
Yeah, I'd agree. That would be the best case for him, But if he has a year of plenty, everything would help him here.
A year of
Um,
plenty is like it could essentially be argued to be an extra victory point if you play it right. So
yep, city or settlement.
yeah, yeah.
Year of plenty would help him. Monopoly, always helps, of course. As you,
Monopoly
there's
on
a
the
lot of
beat.
wheats on the board
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
bot,
yeah,
especially. Um, Even Road Builder would help him, right? He could take longest road because no one's taken it yet.
yeah. Wow, I didn't even think of that.
I
That's
know,
wow.
literally every dev card can help Brian here. So like in his position.
Yeah, and that is
So
very questionable.
Ethan decides to build.
That is very
I'm
dubious.
so confused.
Well, it's
I hope he realizes that
yeah.
he can't build on the wheat port
He can't build there. I think
unless he wants the 5.
if I'm him, I use those 2 roads to connect and get largest road or longest road.
Right. Oh man, this hurts.
Yeah,
It's a little tough. I don't know if I agree with it, but I trust in Ethan's plan. Let's hope he's doing something big brain here.
yeah,
I would have personally gone for 3-1 port. That helps a lot.
yeah. I mean,
Anyway, always
I actually would have just connected because if I'm
that
Ethan,
too.
I know that like this game is over soon, so I'm just going for VPs because you can at least get second
Damn,
place if anything.
true.
Oh man, that's a huge
Bot
discard.
discarded 6 cards. That's
Yeah.
huge, and all production for dev cards. Brian also discarded 4 wheat. Bot puts it Bot stole from Brian, which makes sense. He's leader so far. So Brian plays the knight. He's probably thinking no one's gonna like might as well play it, get it off his spot.
Right.
Yeah, I mean totally makes sense. He plays a knight like we thought, putting him on 7. Surely the other players have to realize him as a threat now.
But here's the thing: like, how is Brian able to place it on the 6 wheat, which hits everyone, but they don't place it on him? You know?
I don't know. I don't know what they're saying here. He builds a road, which makes sense. We thought he was going for the port.
Yeah. He's one away
Um,
from longest road.
Mm-hmm. One away from... Yeah, so if he takes... Wait, yeah. He won if he has a victory point, if he just builds a road.
Right, but
Probably doesn't.
I doubt
Otherwise, he would have won
he would have
already.
done it, and like, I mean, I don't know what he's talking about exactly, but like, he's
End of the game if he... Yeah. It's just him and Sanjana in the chat right now, I see. So Ethan is not there anymore.
yeah, because Ethan's on his phone, I guess, so he had trouble.
Right, he's still in the game. He hasn't disconnected, so probably just have to leave the voice chat. But we'll see. Brian wants a trade here. You know, this probably gives him the win or settlement, which I wouldn't have done. So surely we see a settlement coming up. Or okay, dev card. Now that obviously that helps him.
Right.
Really good for Brian.
Hmm.
And I don't really agree with Ethan's trades here. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. It's always hard to trade with the
Okay.
leader.
Well,
And
there
it's
you
good
go.
that he took longest road.
That's good. At least
Took
Brian
longest
can't
road.
win off of that.
True, but still, you know, if he has a victory point in there, which he could, he's on 8. He builds a settlement 9. He just has to city once more, and he's done.
Hmm.
He can win so many different ways. It's really hard to trade with him right now.
Yeah, I mean, Ooh, okay, so he settles on the 5 brick,
I
which...
break.
Okay.
So 2 ore. No, that's or 2 ore for the bot.
Yeah, 2 or for
And
about 1 for Brian.
6 has been stopped, which hurts everyone.
Yeah, that's really good for Brian.
Hmm.
But he didn't
This is a tough
sneakily at
game.
7 too, which is kind of funny, you know?
Yeah, you know, maybe it might be like you're talking about, just trying to, you know, you can't win, maybe, or it's hard to win, get
Yeah.
money, get second place.
Yeah, for sure. And you know,
Which
obviously he's gonna hit a wall here, in terms of...
interesting. If the bot, oh man, if the
Yeah,
bot could stop that,
there's no way because they don't have it. It doesn't have like brick production,
Ricker would, yeah.
and I doubt anyone's trading with it. I don't think that anyone's traded with the bot in the game so far. So
I feel like yes, he probably Brian being nice, saying I'm gonna steal from the bot.
yeah,
You know, we'll see. Maybe he can settle on this turn.
I mean, he at this point, I feel like he's probably genuinely trying to be nice, or not.
I think so. He's clearly in the lead.
No, he just used to. He just
Oh,
used to
night.
net
Okay,
camp
never
in the
mind.
back. So
Securing
Brian's
his army.
savage, savage plays.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you just got to take the win, right?
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Like, I'm not gonna fault it,
I hope
but...
the other players like can see that though. Even though Ethan is also in 7,
Hmm.
just like Brian.
Hmm.
You know, I personally, you got to realize you shouldn't be trading with him right now because he can win many ways. You
Hmm.
know, he settles, he wins. He just has to city.
Hmm.
He could have a victory point in hand. It's a stronger 7 than oranges.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Brick and ore for sheep.
This is for the win, I have to think,
I gotta think this is for
to settle, and
a
that.
settle wouldn't win. He's on 9
Oh
probably.
yeah, I know he's... Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't think
But
about
that
that.
helps him immensely because look
Yeah.
at okay, immediately pays off.
Hmm.
6 was rolled.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure Brian can win next turn or soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could definitely win next turn.
He builds 2 roads and he wins. You know, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He can get
I
11.
mean,
Honestly, it might be worth to try for 11.
yeah, that's actually true.
In this
That
case
actually
where
is a
you're
really good point.
far ahead, you might as well
Yeah,
try for 11
that's
for
a
future
definitely good
tiebreaker
point.
stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt because like everyone's so far back.
Yeah, he's got 2 bricks in hand. He has at least 1 wood he can port for.
Hmm.
I think he can win on this turn if he has enough for another wood.
Yeah,
Surely that's got to be a win if they give it to him.
no way.
I
I
don't
mean,
see
they
why you
might.
would.
They might though, honestly, because I feel like the vibes I'm
There's a
getting
lot
from
of
this is just like super friendly game, super chill. So like, maybe
maybe yeah.
you never know.
Yeah, Ethan might honestly accept the trade. You know, lock up second place
Yeah,
if you just let Brian win here.
yeah.
But yeah, Brian just needs 2 roads to win. So he did give. So I think this might be over. Ah,
Okay.
okay. So
Fair
he's
enough.
probably going to settle to win.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, okay, prolong it a little bit, but he gets
little bit more.
two more ore, so he's in a good spot.
okay, so Ethan, you know, maybe Brian said like, I won't take your road from you if you do the trade. I don't know, but you know, what if he doesn't have a victory point? What if he has a monopoly or something? Maybe that's why he's settling, right?
That
Instead
makes
of going
sense.
for.
He may not have. Yeah, we just assumed that he would.
We
He
just
may not.
assumed. Actually, though, he is on set. No, never mind, because he would win with 10 with road, even if he didn't have hidden victory point,
Yeah, yeah,
because he's already on 8.
yeah, yeah,
So, you know, we'll see. Brian's strong right now. He
Yeah.
can win multiple ways.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're talking about. I think it's real friendly. Like a
Mhm.
lot of trades happening. Like no matter position.
Mm-hmm.
So the bot